Hello everyone, and welcome to today's practice. We're going to begin in an easy seat today. So as always, know that you're welcome to bring in a blanket or a bolster, maybe a pillow, anything to help you lift up and out of your waistline. And remember, you're always welcome to use support underneath the knees if that will help your seat be a little more comfortable. Take a moment here to maybe wiggle your heels away from your bottom. Maybe even walk your sits bones back. You might even like to do a little rock back and forth and just notice where you feel the most upright in your spine and settle there. Letting your shoulders draw down your back. Allow your chin to come a little bit more into your throat to release the back of your neck. You can gaze at the floor just ahead of you, really allowing the eyes to be unseeing. Or you can let your eyes close completely. And if you haven't already, mindfully place the hands, maybe even bringing them a little further back on the thighs. Palms could be up, they could be down. You could do one of each. Just go to wherever feels natural. And we're going to start off today with some mindful breathing, what's called box breath. So you will be making a box shape out of the breath with a 4 count. So we'll think a 4 count inhale to the low back ribs, then a 4 count hold where you just try to relax in the hold, a 4 count exhale, and then another 4 count hold where you try to relax. Just do the best you can here. If you find that you need to take a break at any point, do. And know that you are more than welcome to come back in whenever you are ready. So please exhale your air out. And on your next inhale, breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Try to relax. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Please continue on your own. Notice if you can soften the inner thighs, the outer hips. If you can release your teeth away from each other. As I mentioned in my post this afternoon, this class is an opportunity to observe where you are resisting what is. We can resist both in our body, in our minds, in our actions. And this resistance to what is what creates much of our suffering. Our suffering comes about because of the fluctuations of our mind. The story we tell ourselves of how things should or should not be. And when we can just be with what is, without having to add anything to it, we have the opportunity to invite more peace. So just watch today. Notice if you start telling yourself the story of I should be able to do this, or maybe I shouldn't be doing that. And instead, can you just meet yourself where you are? The definition of reality is what is without distortions of the mind. And when you're ready, please release your breath after your next hold. And just come back to a natural inhale and exhale. Just notice if there's been any quieting in the mind. We're not judging this, we're just observing. And if you'd like, you could bring palms together, thumbs resting at your heart. Take a moment to become curious around why you came to practice today. What would you like to invite into your day to create balance? And then allow this to be your sankalpa, your intention, by stating it as if it's already occurred with an I am phrase. And with an exhale, please bow your chin and blink open your eyes. As long as it feels okay, we're going to cross the legs the other way, bringing the other leg in front. And then please, hands to thighs. We're going to start off with some stirring the pot. So we think of our spine moving around our pelvic bowl. Bring your belly button in softly, and on your next inhale, lean forward and start circling to feel. Not wanting this to be any different than what you meet. Not striving, but thriving where you are. And the next time you get back to the top, let's go the other way. Inhaling to the left, exhaling through the right. Big breaths, keep them toward the low back ribs. A couple more rounds, again, maybe moving a little bit more toward that cat-cow shape at the back and the front of this circling. And when you finish your last circle, please come back to a stacked spine. We're doing a little different twist today. It's going to be a little bit more like a amalgamation of the side bend and twist. So please take your left hand behind you, and on your next inhale, reach your right arm up as you push down into the left hand. Feel your heart lift. And on your next exhale, release the right arm behind. And on the inhale, take the right arm up, this little twist side bend. And on your next exhale, release, back to neutral. Please make your way to all fours. If padding the knees will benefit you, do. And if you didn't see today, you guys, we will be using the strap at the end of practice. So have that available, maybe even bringing your blocks in now so that you can be prepared for our balancing poses or whatever props you're using. So we're doing a little different variation of our cat-cow, unless of course you'd like to stay with your cat-cow. If you'd rather, we're going to go into some spinal waves today. I'll lead you through the first few rounds. We're going to start with thinking of pressing forward. So you might even lean back a little bit in the hips. On your next inhale, think of your forehead, then your nose, chin, heart, navel, and belly toward the floor. You're going to exhale and push up, rounding back toward this bit of child's pose. Inhale, forehead, nose, chin, heart, navel, belly. Exhale, round your back and push backward. Let's do a few more here. Inhale, forehead, navel, nose, chin, heart, navel, belly. Exhale, push up and back. Inhale, forehead, nose, chin, heart, navel, belly. Exhale, push up and back. One more this way, you guys. Feeling this bit of a spinal wave as you move. child's pose. On this round, we're going to inhale up through a rounded back, and then the exhale is going to take us belly, navel, heart, chin, nose, forehead, round back up through your cat pose. Exhale, belly, navel, heart, chin, nose, forehead. Inhale, round back up. Exhale, belly, navel, heart, chin, nose, forehead. Inhale, up. Let's do 2 more here, you guys. Exhale, belly, navel, heart, chin, nose, forehead. Inhale up. Last one. And coming back up to all 4s. Preparing for toe stand. Knees as wide as you'd like. Please tuck your toes. Staying here, maybe leaning back, hips to heels a bit. You might come to stand on your knees. You might decide sitting on the heels is for you today. Try to be upright in the spine. Glutes engaged by tightening. Navel in, shoulders down. Please extend the arms forward. We're just going to go through flexion and extension in the wrists today. So inhale, draw the fingertips back, reach through the heel of the hand. And on your exhale, bring the fingertips toward the forearm. Inhale, reach through the heel of the hand. Exhale, fingertips toward forearm. Moving through a gentle end range of motion. Notice if the shoulders are bunching up by the ears, let them slip down. Soften your gaze, let your teeth part. One more here like this. And then release. Just roll out through your wrists, you guys. Maybe a couple times each way. And whenever you feel ready, you can make your way back to tabletop. Untucking your toes. Feel free to drum the top of the foot on the mat. Encourage blood flow. Remember, if down dog ever feels like too much, bringing your props in will help take some of the weight out of your shoulders. So know that's available. When you're ready, wrist creases parallel to top edge of the mat. Spread your fingertips evenly. Root index finger and thumb. We're making our way to down dog. Step the feet back and lift your hips to the sky. Please let your feet be around hip width. And if it would help you to step in to find more length through the spine or to bend your knees, do. Let's find some strength here in the arms today. So index finger, thumb, root down. The inner elbows turn forward toward the index fingers. And then the outer edges of your shoulder blades lift. Feel your upper back get wider. You might like to do a nice slow pedal here from side to side. Or you might like to wag your imaginary tail side to side. You might decide stillness is where you are at. Again, observe. Slow down. Decide what's right for you without just pushing into your subconscious, unconscious patterns, behaviors. Can you relax your neck a little bit more and let your head dangle? Release some of that tension. You might do a little shake of yes. Feel the day slipping away. You might do a little shake of no. Whenever you feel balanced, maybe coming back to center. You might like to yawn your mouth open, stick your tongue out, release tension in the jaw. Soften the neck again. And on your next exhale, squatting hips to heels, bend the knees as you press your hands into the mat and forward. Can you find a little extra length through the spine? Always looking to counteract gravity in our practice. The next inhale, pressing legs as straight as feels good to you today. With an exhale, look to your hands and however suits you, please make your way to powerful pose at the top of the mat. If bringing props in, To bring the floor up to you, to invite space into the pose helps. Do. You're letting weight come into your heels. You're feeling your glutes strong, your navel in. So we're going to do some ragdoll roll ups and downs here. You can think of it as spinal waves from this crouch to standing. Again, don't worry about how it looks. More importantly, be with how it feels, keeping the knees as bent as feels right in your low back, and navel in, helping to support your low back. So let the head, the arms hang here. And on your next inhale, push down as you start to roll up, stacking the spine vertebra by vertebra. The inhale will take your arms up. And on your exhale, hands down through heart as you start to bend your knees. And again, roll back down. Your roll might look completely different than mine. It's okay. Inhale, let the arms, the head hang as you roll up. Sweeping arms up, heart and chin up. The exhale, hands down through sternum as you bend your knees, squat back down, torso to thighs, head heavy, arms heavy. Let's do a few more rounds. Just really get into what feels right for you. You might add a bit of a back bend. Meeting your body where it is. Not resisting the reality of your own mobility. One more here, you guys. Going back down. This time we'll come to standing and pause in that back bend if you'd like. Coming up the same way, ragdoll. Glutes strong, navel in. Feel the back ribs roll into the spine. Lift the heart. Lean back as much as feels right. And on an inhale, back to neutral. The exhale, releasing hands to heart. And palms to sides. Just pause. Notice how you're feeling. Preparing for side bends. All 10 toes pointing forward. Feel the big toe mound, the pinky toe edge, and the heels root down. Notice if you're locking your knees out, and invite some softness there. Remember, when we are receptive to life, we are soft toward life, not stringent and structured. We are entering that fluidity that is life. On the next inhale, please take both arms up. And on your exhale, right arm over to the left as left arm goes over to the right. Reach through your fingertips. We're going to go side to side. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, up and over. Reach, opposite directions. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Belly button in, you guys. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. One more set if it's in your practice. And if it's not, again, observe. How are you resisting that? Remember, these are just opportunities for you to meet yourself where you are. Suggestions, not have-tos. Coming back to center when you're ready. On your next exhale, again, back down like the ragdoll. Bend the knees, sink into the hips, release hands to heart, fold over the legs. Hands to blocks, props, the floor, whatever suits you. Feel the weight come into the front of your feet, even though the whole foot's down, and then allow your thighs to reach to the wall behind you. Can you relax your neck? Maybe even a little shake of yes, no. And on your next inhale, yogis, please step your left foot back into a lunge. Notice if you're resisting using props. I had a yoga teacher tell me once, how do you expect to get more length in your hamstring if you're not willing to get more length in the leg? Notice where you maybe are keeping yourself stagnant with your thought processes. Can you become more open to a different way, even of practicing? Reach to the back heel. Feel your glutes engaged, your navel in. Let your shoulders draw down your back and your chin come into your throat as you open the back of your neck. Can you feel like a long line of energy from the top of your head through your heel? And then come back to your breathing, you guys. Let it ground you. Feel open in the lungs. Even feeling the ribs press into the right thigh. From here, you guys, we're going to go into our warrior two. So please set the left heel down. And then I'm going to suggest your right prop moving up about a foot or so ahead of your right foot. And then you might even set your second prop to the inside of your right leg. And if you go on the highest level, that's cool. Actually, I would suggest starting that way. And then please make your way up to your warrior two. Adjust your stance if needed when you get up. So we're going to be finding a flow here, starting off nice and slow. Right knee to right pinky toe. Feel the left pinky toe plug down and the left kneecap draw up. Firmer in your foundation, yes? Glutes strong, belly button in. Starting nice and slow. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand to left thigh. Keep the bend in the right knee as you reach to the sky. And on your next exhale, we're going into extended side angle. So you could take forearm to thigh, left arm along left ear. Or if it's available, right hand to block or support. Keep the glutes strong, the navel in. On your next inhale, reverse triangle. Making your way up, press right leg straight, left hand to thigh, kneecaps up, right arm up. And on your next exhale, triangle, baby triangle. So you're taking the right hand to the inner right thigh, knee maybe, stacking the shoulders up. Navel in, strong in your core. And on your next inhale, warrior two. So we're going to go through that maybe breath to breath movement before an added optional balance challenge. Let's do 3 rounds if they're in your practice. When you're ready, you guys, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, your variation. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. You're going right into reverse warrior. Inhale, try not to rush the breath, be with fullness of breath. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Try not to lock out the front knee. Last one like this. Inhale, reverse triangle. Warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg straight, kneecaps up. And exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. And then from here, the next round, we might go into half moon. If that feels like too much for you, please stay with what we've just done. There's plenty of balance challenge there. Again, meet yourself where you are and thrive there. 3 rounds if you would like with this optional add-on. More if you're doing the other, if you're up to it. When you're ready, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. If you're going there, inhale, warrior two. Eye on the block, exhale, half moon. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. If you're going into the balance, exhale, half moon. reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. And everyone, when you're ready, maybe you practice half moon hold. Flex the top foot, and I want you really to feel the energetic lines. Muscularly hug everything in toward your center. Pause for an inhale. And on your exhale, everything forward. You're going into a low lunge. Pivot on the back toes. First, lengthen, widen your stance so it feels good, and take left knee down. It's up to you, yogis, if you tuck or untuck the back toes. And again, are you avoiding props, or would they be a benefit for you here? Notice where you resist. Feel your glutes strong, your navel in, shoulders down the back, chin to throat. Long exhales, you guys. Remember, these long exhales help our body release. When we have this tendency to hold the breath when we don't fully exhale, we're resisting. It can be toxic. Just like our resistance to what it is can be toxic. It creates imbalance inward. Remember, this is a practice, both here on the mat and in our daily living. We're preparing for second side. Your next inhale, lift the back knee, tuck the toes if they're not. Step left foot to right. And you're going to go right into second side. Right foot back into your lunge. Lengthen, widen. Again, don't be afraid to use your props. Notice your resistance to doing so. That's the ego. When we open to what is, we release the ego. We allow it to become porous. Extend through the right heel, glutes strong, navel in, shoulders down, chin to throat, length from heel through crown. Please remember, you guys, your ego is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful tool to help you grow and learn. When we can step back and observe, honestly, we begin to notice where our ego makes things more difficult. We can have fun with our ego if we're mindful around it. If we're not harming ourselves or others with our views of how things should be. All right, we're preparing for a flow, second side. Please take your left prop about a foot or so ahead of your left foot. Set right heel down, and then your second prop can go to the inside of your left foot. When you're ready, make your way up. Adjust your stance if that helps. You feel solid here. Left knee to left pinky toe. Root the right pinky toe down. Lift the right kneecap up. Glutes strong, navel in. Starting nice and slow. On your next inhale, left arm up, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in the left knee. On your exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh, or hand to your prop. Right arm along right ear. Keep the glutes strong, the navel in. The inhale, bringing you to reverse triangle. Both legs straight, kneecaps up, left arm to sky. And then the exhale, taking you into a baby triangle. Try not to lock out the front knee, the back of your left hand to inner leg. Stack the shoulders. Please inhale back up to warrior two. All right. Should you like to take it, breath to movement. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle variation. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. One more like this, should you like. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Full breath. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Preparing for that half moon add-on. Should you like to take it or continue with what we've done? You can pause in any pose if it feels right. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle variation. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Gaze on your block. Exhale, half moon. It's okay to tip, you guys. Can you stay with whatever you meet? Coming back, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, extended. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two, if you're going there. Eyes on block, exhale. Big toe mound roots, reach through your limbs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Everyone might like to come into this half moon hold. Inhale, warrior two. Gaze on the block. Exhale, whenever you are ready. Half moon. Root through your left foot, your left hand, flex your right foot. And again, check it out. Hug in muscularly towards your navel. Reach energetically through your limbs, the top of your head. Gaze steady, breath deep will help you balance. Meet yourself where you are today, on this side. Surrender to the moment as it is, without resistance, the best you can. And when you're ready, back to warrior two. Try to land lightly, just do your best. And on an exhale, everything forward. You might find your props, pivot into a lunge, adjust the stance, and then right knee down when you're ready. Your choice, yogis, if you tuck or untuck your back toes. Again, glutes strong, navel in, shoulders down the back, chin toward throat. Take some nice long exhales here. Let it go. We've taken some time to build some heat. I know for me that allows me to burn off all this extra bouncing of my monkey mind. And when I can burn that off, it allows me to become more receptive, more open to myself, to what's going on around me. Just notice for yourself where you are. How do you feel? All right, you guys, tuck the back toes if they're not, lift the back knee, lunge, and then step right foot to left. We're going into our malasana variation. You might use blocks, taking your feet wide, heels in, toes out, sink down. You might be here. You could rest forearms on thighs also. Everyone pressing knees to pinky toes. If it's in your practice and you want to go there, you can sink your bottom all the way down. You might like to stay hands together in the Anjali Mudra or prayer hands. Or maybe this little variation, taking left hand down to the floor, out to the left side, and then press left arm to left leg and open right arm to the right, shoulders down the back. You can do that with your block as well if you're a little higher up in your seat. Your next exhale, release right arm down. Take it out to the right. Press right arm to leg, and inhale, open the left arm. Shoulder down the back, chin to throat, maybe looking toward left thumb. On your next exhale, release left arm, release hands down if they're in prayer. We're going to make our way into forward fold. Lift the hips, heel toeing feet in about hip width, maybe a little wider. You can use your blocks or props here if it will be a benefit. Let the weight come into the balls of the feet. The whole foot is down though. And then reach your thighs to the wall behind you. Release your neck. Shake your head yes or no. And call your intention. Just observe how you are aligning or how you might help this intention. But even remember here, we're not grasping too tightly to the fruits of our action. We're trusting in this process. These things take time. They don't just happen immediately. It's in the faith in the process and showing up day after day that we see our progress. When you're ready, you guys, you can use props or you can set them aside. You're going to make your way back to a plank. Feet are as wide as feels good to you here. Reach through the heels. Knees could come down if you'd like. Feel the glutes strong, the navel in. Shoulders slipping down the back. Be mindful of your hand placements. Index fingers, thumbs rooting down as your inner elbows turn forward. Notice if your head is hanging, you guys. Bring your head up, your neck up to be in alignment with your spine. Try to soften your face, release that energy. Deep breathing. It's okay to shake. Let's maybe take 2 more rounds of breath if they're in your practice here in this pose. Again, just meet yourself where you are. This is a demanding pose. And everyone, on your next exhale, knees down, shoulders down the back, weight and index finger thumb as you lower. Let your elbows softly hug in. Untuck your toes. Preparing for Cobra, this first round. Second round, you might like to go into up dog. You decide what's right for you. I'm not going to lead it though. Be cautious of your low back. Please root the tops of your feet, pelvis, index finger and thumb. Shoulders down the back. Let's start with the back body. Inhale, feel the ribs roll into the spine, helping your heart reach forward. Root the tops of your feet, feel your legs engage. Press index finger and thumb into the floor, feel your arms engage. Softly hugging elbows into the body. Notice if you're trying to arch in the back or the neck, bring your chin down. Draw the hands back, reach the heart forward. Deep breathing. Feel your belly press down and out into the floor. And on your next exhale, release. Stacking your hands, you can rest your forehead or turn a cheek down. You're welcome as always to rock the hips or to bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs. With your observation, notice. With long exhales, help you balance your breath. With open mouth exhales, help you release any inward pressure. What do you need here and now? All right, we're preparing for second round. Feet back to what feels good in your low back. Wrists back below shoulders. Again, you're welcome to up dog if that's in your practice. Be mindful. Starting with rooting, index finger, thumb, tops of feet. Feel the back body, the ribs roll into the spine, reaching the heart forward. Keep the legs strong with the press of the tops of the feet. Index finger and thumb root, helping you to bring the heart maybe a little higher. Don't judge yourself for that. This is your reality. You are enough as you are without the attainment of a yoga pose. Don't attach to that. And on your next exhale, everyone release. Stacking hands, resting forehead or turning opposite cheek down. Again, taking any action here that will help you move back toward balance in your body, in your breath. When you feel balanced, make your way back to center. We're preparing for child's pose, wrists below shoulders, navel in, shoulders down. Please press up and back. Knees as wide as feels good, maybe big toes together. Release your forehead toward the floor. Remember, there are options here with your arms. You can extend. You could bring palms together, thumbs to the nape of the neck. You could bring your arms back, maybe holding calf, ankle, heel. Explore it. Decide where you want to be. You're taking this time to move, to build some inner fire and inner glow, what's called tapas in our yoga practice. And again, it allows us to burn off some tension, some emotion. It causes us to be more open and receptive in body, in mind. When you're ready, please make your way up to a seat. And we're going to go right to our backs today for bridge pose and some hip and hamstring stretches. So please have your belt or your towel, your strap, whatever you're using. You might want to have your final props for Shavasana nearby as well. And make your way down when you're ready. Preparing for our bridge pose. So heels are below your knees. Your knees are softly hugging toward each other to keep the legs properly engaged. If you'd like, you can press the backs of the arms into the floor and feel the back ribs below your shoulder blades roll into the spine and lift your heart into this back bend a little bit more. Try to relax your mouth and your gaze as you breathe. Spinal wave, vertebra by vertebra, touching the mat slowly. Navel in, helping you move through the low back. Trying your best to let your sacrum be the last thing to come down. Pause at the bottom, you guys. Let your body absorb that back bend. And let's do some windshield wipers to neutralize the spine. So arms open to a T. Your feet can go as wide as your mat if you'd like. Belly button in. On your exhale, take both knees to the right as your head rolls to the left, just going side to side. Inhale, coming up to neutral when you're ready with your breath. Exhaling, knees left, gaze right. We'll just do 2 more sets here. This massage of the back of the head and the low back. I think it was Brian Kess that said, maybe the problem isn't the tightness in your hamstrings, the inflexibility of your hamstrings, I think he said, but the inflexibility in your mind. When you can step back and observe where you're resisting, you give yourself choice to choose whether that resistance is worth the expenditure of energy. Back to neutral, please. Or if releasing that resistance and opening would be a better use of your energy. Can you practice playing the observer more often? It's what gives you the availability of choice. Lets you step out of habit and pattern. All right, we're preparing for our figure 4. So bring heels below the knees. Taking right ankle to left thigh. Flex the foot if you'd like. I know that helps me get deeper into my right thigh. You're welcome to stay right here, pressing right hand even to right thigh. If holding this leg in is not possible with just your arms, no big deal. Use your strap. It'll bring the leg into you. You can bring left leg in. The strap could go around your left thigh. You can hold your thigh with your hands if that's an option, or you can bring your hands to your left shin. You just decide where you're at today that you can be comfortable. Remember, shoulders heavy to the floor, back of neck long. The hugging in of your left leg is going to create the intensity in your right hip. So can you find somewhere that feels like it's opening, but that where you can still breathe? Again, right foot flexes, right knee might even reach away from you. You decide if that little extra is for you. Maybe let your eyes drift closed, let your jaw soften, the root of your tongue soften. Feeling your inhale, imagining it moving into where the most sensation is occurring. And again, a long exhale to help you release your body's tension, where it's resisting openness. In the same way that it's good to be open, we need to also acknowledge tension has its place. Resistance has its place. But instead of letting it be something habitual, can you let that resistance be a conscious choice? Last couple of rounds of breath here, really let go of what you can. And if you can't, let go of the idea that you need to let go. Just meet yourself where you are. Be with reality without adding the fluctuations of your mind, your story. And on your next exhale, everyone, release left foot to the floor. Finding your strap, or whatever prop you're using, I want you to set the ball of your right foot to the center of that strap. You're taking your right leg to the sky, and if you're able, travel your hands down your prop so that your elbows can rest on the floor, shoulders away from ears. I even like to wrap around a finger so that it holds a little bit easier. You decide what's right for you here. So let's begin with turning the right heel in towards your center, toes out to the side of it, and then press the right thigh away. And let's just pause and breathe here. Long exhales. And if it's available to you without altering this pose too much, you might extend your left leg long. Keep it strong by flexing the foot and reaching energy through the left heel. Last round of breath here in Supta Padangusthasana. And on your next exhale, you're going to take both straps into the right hand. Set your left hand on your left thigh. With control, navel in, begin to lower right leg to the right. You're keeping your left hip down. Flex the right foot, feel your right thigh press away, and then turn toes down, heel up. From here, decide whether drawing the right foot a little closer to your head is for you. Breathe into the sensation. Are you resisting a long exhale? Last cycle. Drawing the strap tight, pushing foot into the strap, This will help you move back to neutral. And then take both straps into your left hand, getting into the IT band here, just a little cross of your right leg over to the left side of the body. Keep the foot flexed, the right thigh reaching away. Should be feeling a nice little pull on the outside of the right leg. Doesn't have to be a very big movement. Your next inhale, foot to strap, strap to foot, come back to neutral, and please release your strap. We're preparing for a twist here. If your left foot is down on the floor, you could take your right foot to your left knee and twist from there. Otherwise, you're welcome to keep the left leg extended. Right arm opens to the right, left hand to outer right knee, navel in, begin to cross. Right leg to left side. Remember, right shoulder stays anchored. It's your choice, yogis, if you want to hook your right toes on your left thigh, or maybe let the foot be heavy on the outside of the left leg. Head can roll right. We're not pressing hard with the left hand, we're just letting its weight remind us of this twist. Inhaling deeply to the right low back. Full exhales, releasing some of the resistance, little by little, whether it's in your body or your mind. One of the best ways I've found to practice this release of resistance is presence. When I notice that I'm pushing back against something, it's usually because of a fear. And when I'm in fear mode, I'm not in presence. And I'm talking about irrational fears. I'm not talking about tiger chasing me fears. And it takes courage to notice those fears and to begin to release the grip on them. This is also where we find our growth. Again, what is worth your time and your energy and your resistance? When you're ready, your next inhale, navel in, make your way back up. And let's bring both knees into the chest. Just do a little rock and roll. You might really notice how tingly or warm or spacious the right side body feels. Let's balance that out. Both feet back down. Flex left ankle and cross foot, I should say, and cross ankle on thigh. Again, you're welcome to stay here, pressing left hand into thigh. You can use your strap, wrap it around your hamstring, or you can hold your hamstring or your shin. Just decide where you are on this side. Remember, this is, in a very general, traditional way, the tighter side because of our small intestines. So if you need to alter the pose on this side, do. Shoulders heavy to the mat, back of the neck long. Bringing right knee in as much as you're able to still breathe and work on releasing the tension in the left side. Maybe letting your eyes drift shut, letting your jaw become slack, allowing for complete exhales. Again, you could reach left knee away from you if you wanted a little bit more. Let's just do a couple more rounds of breath, complete exhales. And at the bottom of your next exhale, your right foot will be released back to the floor. Find your prop for our Supta Padangusthasana. And again, set up in the middle of it. Extending right leg to sky. If it's an option for you, travel your hands down so your elbows can rest. Maybe do this little wrap around the fingers so that you can have a nice grip on your strap. Again, we're going to flex the left foot and reach the left thigh away so we can get the left leg as straight as possible. Let the heel turn in, the toes turn out just a bit. Notice if the shoulders are bunching or the back of the neck is arching. Try to be smooth in those areas. Spacious. Coming back to long exhales. It's okay to shake. You can just breathe. And if you're able to maintain this and extend the right leg, know that option is available to you. Flexing the right foot, energy through the heel. I notice in myself that when I have this tendency toward resistance, I miss out on so much potential joy. So busy fighting what seems to be a big thing that I'm missing out on the little things. And you won't really know until you know what that means for you. One thing is for sure, there needs to be an adjustment in how you're perceiving life to begin to open to these other ways of being. It takes work, but it's worth it, at least from what I've experienced. Preparing for opening to the side, both straps into left hand. Right hand to thigh. You can adjust your hold on the strap here. Begin lowering left leg out to the left. You might like to rest your elbow if it's an option here. Again, the left foot is flexed, the left thigh is pressing away, and then you're letting the toes turn down, the heel turn up just a bit. If it's in your practice to draw the foot a little closer to the head, know that's available. Full exhales. Soften around the neck and the shoulders as much as you're able. Preparing to come back up, strap taut, foot to strap, navel in, inhale up. Both straps into the right hand, and again, just this little cross of left leg to right. Keep the foot flexed, the thigh pressing away. Don't make the movement very big. It doesn't take very much. Shoulders heavy. Breathe. Notice if you're starting to clench up elsewhere, can you let that go? Stay open and receptive. And as always, just doing the best you can. Foot to strap, strap to foot, come back to neutral. Release the strap, preparing for our extended leg twist. Left knee in. Again, left foot could go to right knee if you have your right foot on the floor. Right hand to outer left leg, left arm open to the side, navel in on your exhale, cross left leg, to right side of mat. You decide if you hook your left toes on your right leg or let the foot come to the outside of your right leg. The shoulder is heavy wherever you are. Maybe head rolling left. Right hand just reminding you of the twist, not pushing. full breath into the left low back. Complete exhales, helping you release and find space, openness. This is the miracle of surrender. Just know you always have a choice. Practice of presence and consciousness is your invitation to the choice. On your next inhale, yogis, bringing yourself back up, knees into chest. Again, you can hold hamstrings or shins. You might do a rock or roll. You might like to bring your forehead up to knees. Give yourself a little squeeze. If there are any final poses you'd like to take, know that's available. Or you can prepare for your shavasana. Maybe placing a blanket or pillows below the knees. Letting your feet be at least hip width. Pinky toes heavy to the mat will allow your hips to relax a little bit more. Tucking the shoulders under so your upper back is smooth. Decide what is a suitable placement of the arms away from the body, something sustainable. Palms up will allow your shoulders to relax. At the back of your neck, draw long, chin towards your throat a bit. Eyes can be soft and unseeing toward the ceiling, or you can allow them to close completely. Maybe take one big inhale, feeling the belly expand forward to the sides, toward the floor. And one big exhale, relaxing your body down. And just allow your breath to breathe itself in a natural and nourishing way. We're just going to pause here for a bit of meditation. Remember, meditation isn't not thinking. Meditation is the observation and the ability to be with whatever comes up in the mind. You can allow the breath to be a focus. And when the mind wanders, just nudge yourself back to your breath. Or you could just float. And when you notice the mind wander, nudge yourself back. This is a process that changes continually. Just meet yourself where you are to rest and absorb everything that you've done today. decide you'd like to stay right where you are through the end of practice, please know that's available to you. If you feel ready to reawaken, just let it be gentle and gradual movement. Maybe starting with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe head rocking side to side. You might eventually decide a full body stretch would feel pretty good. Taking arms and legs long as you arch your back, maybe even spread your fingers and your toes as you lengthen. You could roll to either side, where you're welcome to pause in fetal position. And whenever you choose, strong arms will help you make your way up to a comfortable seat. If it would please you, you can bring your palms together and your thumbs rest at your heart as you take some time here to practice gratitude, as it allows us to find joy. So maybe recall 3 things you are grateful for today, and let it move beyond an idea and into a feeling where you feel gratitude resonate in your body. Love and the light in me recognizes and honors the love and the light in each of you. And when we are in this space, we are one. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope this finds you well.